Welcome, welcome, welcome to another live stream, to another live chat. Typically, I don't leave my live streams up, but the last 2 days I had good reason to. So I left them up at least for the time being for your guys' viewing pleasure. In the future, if you want to see all the live streams or 99% of them, you have to become a member, but that's besides the point. This is the weekly live chat that I leave up every single week. This is the one stream every single week that's 100% public for everyone to watch and enjoy. And we got a lot to discuss. Because at the end of this stream, I have an hour and damn near 16-minute video dropping about Ariel Helwani's delusional, humiliating, embarrassing rant meltdown over Tom Aspinall quitting at UFC 321 against Ciryl Gane. And man, do I expose him badly. I am so sick and tired of people in the MMA community sugarcoating stuff and manipulating the narratives and pretending to be an authority on the subject, posing as journalists, when in reality, they're nothing more than clowns. And I am tired of it. And this is honestly one of my best videos I've ever made. We break it all down. We expose Ariel brutally, his hypocrisy brutally, and it is, I hope it does well. I doubt it will be because it's an hour. Let's see exactly how long it is. It's an hour, 15 minutes, and 37 seconds. That's insane. How is that even possible? How is that even possible? I don't even get it. I really don't understand. That's insane. Someone tell me how that's even possible. But I did it. An hour and 16-minute video about the clean bill of health. Clean bill of health. Anyway, you guys can look out for that video. I'm telling you, I did a lot of research on that video. I was going to call out a bunch of different people, at least Bisbing and Ariel. And there was somebody else I was going to call out too. I don't remember. Who else was defending him? There was someone else defending him recently. And I was going to make it like a compilation. But then I realized how bad Ariel's rant was. And I said, nah, I'm going in on this. I'm going in on this. You like Ariel? Yeah, it is what it is, bro. 1 hour vid. Damn, son. Damn, son. We talk also about Tom Aspinall's dad coming out. You see the cream yet? Sorry for the little bit of delay from the scheduling and whatnot. Let's go. What's up, Paul? Do you have a clean bill of health like Aspinall or no? I have no idea. I don't know. Joey's the man. Let Tom win the first seconds of the exchange. Then Joey has enough playing around. He makes Tom quit like Bo Nickel. Yeah. I would play possum against Aspinall. I would swindle him. Bisbing. Yeah, it was Bisbing. I was going to do Bisbing. My eyeball, seriously, ouchie. By the way, if you're a new subscriber, appreciate you. Thank you. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. We don't play around here in this community. Jon Jones trolling Tom Aspinall and everyone taking the bait. I just can't believe they eat up this bait. How do they eat up this bait, man? Like they're literally seething about everything Jon Jones does, and that's exactly what he wants. It's insane to me. It's insane to me. His father said the left eye is still gray and the right one is 50%. I addressed that in the video. I'm going to be honest. I'll tell you right now, I have a hard time believing it. They can't diagnose any injury? Because this could be a career-ending injury then. This could be a career-ending injury if that's the case. But it's crazy. He's now seen he's talked to 4 different doctors and none of them can diagnose him. I think it's time to find someone better. So don't be surprised. It's going to sound crazy. Don't be surprised if Tom gets stripped. They're lying. I really dislike Tom now. It's hard to say for sure, but it comes off. Like, I don't understand how there's no physical damage. So we'll see. I just can't believe you just say, oh, just freak. You can't see no more. There's not damage to the cornea. My guess is they'll come out. If I had to guess, they're going to say it was a corneal abrasion. And why did it take 5 days to diagnose it? Why did it take five days to diagnose it is what I want to know. If that ends up what it ends up being announced as. Oh, Tom, after 4 doctors in 6.5 days, he has a corneal abrasion. He's recovering with an eye patch at home. Sorry, forgive me for being skeptical. Strip Tom from the belt and Joey off YouTube. Okay, you want to strip me? I faked injuries to get out of a lot. Tom reminds me of me. That's crazy. Joey, no joke, my eyes look redder than Aspinall's after an eye poke on a normal day. Dude, when I was out being athletic in the summer in like 100-degree weather and sweat would get in my eye for like 3-4 hours straight when I'm out hiking in the wilderness, my eyes, when I would get home, my eyes would be redder than Tom Aspinall's. And I had like a wet towel that I would wipe my eyes occasionally. And they were redder than Tom's. Imagine Bo Nickel got eye poke and still continue to fight. Joey, who are you going for in the Bo fight? What do you mean, who am I going for? I think Bo is probably going to win. Joey, no joke. I read that my eyes during the spring with pollen are redder than Tom's. I can't believe they released that picture and it just looks perfectly fine. Someone make it make sense. Somebody make it make sense. The healthcare system in Saudi Arabia is horrible. Good thing they weren't in Saudi Arabia, you dumb fuck. And now they're in the UK. Y'all are haters. Tom was unable to continue. Please play the video of him peeking over his hand for the camera. Yeah. Why you say you might get stripped? The UFC isn't happy with him. He wants to fight out his contract. I'm not saying it's fair. I'm just saying it's what might be what they do. The funniest thing is Aspinall's team didn't bother anything out. They know their fans will eat up anything. I know. They'll fall for it. Hook, line, and sinker. Since the video is already done, I'll break it down for you guys right now. I went back and pulled Ariel Helwani's takes from the Chris Weidman fight. He said it was a shame that Chris Weidman's 26 eye pokes overshadowed Chris Weidman's win, and they shouldn't be able to take that TKO away from him. They shouldn't be able. That was Ariel's take, man. He was devastated for Weidman. That was Ariel's take. I mean, absolutely horrendous, man. Absolutely horrendous. It was really humiliating and embarrassing. He was cheerleading Chris Weidman. I got all the clips, man. I got all the clips. It was good. Joey, thank you for the 199 WD. Joey, do an analysis exposing Derek Moneyberg. I don't really want to, man. I got to be honest. It seems like low-hanging fruit. I've seen the numbers on that guy are very, very good. Like when people do videos on that guy, like when Ariel had him in studio, it does good views. But I think that's just kind of breaking out of a niche that I'm in. And I don't know, while I'm sure I would get plenty of views, and I'm sure I would think the guy's a complete fraud and embarrassment, I don't know if the audience that I would attract, would be the audience I would want. Why do people hate Francis? Muslim race. People hate Francis for a multitude of reasons. One, because they just chill out for Dana White in the UFC. That's one of the main reasons. Wow, I do remember Ariel Glazing live, and I know nobody remember that. I didn't mention it yesterday. I was already working on it, kind of. I didn't want anyone to steal it, but I got a banger now coming. Joey thinks Moneyberg is legit. Yeah, Moneyberg's legit, bro. He would make you quit. Joe, I was watching your old videos today, and I realized you used to be a lot chill, but now you come across as too hard. I like both attitudes, but what changed? Define what you mean. My early videos, I seem a lot more like calm. It's basically, I just felt weird on camera. I mean, I talked about it up until, what was it, last year? If you've been here for a while, you understand. But basically, I did not feel comfortable making videos. Not that I was self-conscious, but I just felt weird. There's something that feels weird about talking to a camera. And up until, I believe it was last year, I felt weird on camera, man. I just felt weird. It's just that you feel weird talking to a camera in an empty room by yourself. And then because you feel weird, it's like hard to shake it. I don't know how to describe it. You just got to keep pushing through it. You got to keep pushing through it. So that's basically the gist of it. I just felt weird. It just feels very, very bizarre, man. I can't even describe it. But now I'm just exactly who I am. Dude, you keep saying this dumb shit, and you're actually getting timed out now for 10 minutes. You keep saying this dumb shit. Joey in his early videos would giving out effeminate cucky vibes for show. What's up, Joe? I was about to start doing math, but Tom gave me inspiration to quit before I started. That makes sense, bro. That makes sense, man. That makes sense. For show. Quit before you start it. I was here when Joey had like 18K subs. Appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate you, my friend. Man. Those were the days. I just need to get to 50K now. Joey, do you take your videos? Yes. Yes, Francis. I don't even know what you're talking about, bro. Joey, have you ever picked against Jones? Not in a long time, but yes. Early in his career. I think I picked Lyoto was the last time I picked against him. Ank would beat Tom. Oh, I know that. Hey, Joey, keep everything free for the poor outside of America who watch you. What are you talking about? Every video is free, bro. Anyone here since Mighty Mouse was a she? Bro. Tom can't box. I know. Drop the video now. I can't drop it on top of the stream. I wanted to release it before the stream, but it just took me too long to get to it. I was out. I was busy. Shit ended up taking longer than I thought. Next thing you know, I didn't get home till like 9. And I had to finish up the finishing touches before I hit record. Then I had to take a shower because I was looking extra sweaty and bummy and greasy. So I hurried up and took a shower. Then I recorded the video. It was an hour and 16-minute masterpiece. Masterpiece. I need you guys to watch every second of the new video, and I need you to share it, like it, comment on it. Because an hour and 16 minutes could completely bomb. An hour and 16 minutes could completely bomb. No one wants to click on an hour and 16-minute video. That's the God honest truth. If you guys could like this stream while you're at it as well, I would appreciate it if you guys could like the stream. Never saw this much support when Bilal got eye poked. I know they all criticized him for crying. Meanwhile, the doctor said he could not continue. Is the newest video extracted from the previous stream? No. Trey Flip Jones, thank you for the $4.99. We support you. Still waiting for Tom to drop his next reality TV episode about getting poked in the eye. Tom is milking that shit, man. Tom is milking that shit. Let me actually look up. Has he dropped anything else? Was the dad update from that? Yep. So Tommy wasn't even in that. Dude, does anyone else think Tom's dad wants to be the main character? Is anyone else getting that vibe? Does anyone else get that vibe, man? But thank you, Trey Flip Jones. Did you watch? I can't believe he put out a 23-minute video. That's wild. I covered it. I didn't know how long the original video was. I covered it in my my hour and 16-minute video. So I'm basically impossible to hit without a new battery. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about. But thank you, Trey Flip. Appreciate you supporting independent MMA media. I feel like Islam might not have the size to deal with JDM. We'll say it's only a couple weeks away. I'm probably not doing predictions for Saturday. Joe, what's your favorite Halloween movie? I don't know. I don't fucking know. Yep, Tom's dad is special. What do you think of Tom releasing a hot mic clip of him in DC? I think it's kind of embarrassing. I think Tom is desperate to get out of fighting. I don't even think Tom wants to fight. I don't think Tom has the motivation to fight. I think Tom is smart enough that he wants to get his bag and get out. That's the reality. Tom wants to get his bag and get out. That's why Saturday was so devastating for him. And that's why I do feel bad for him. Really like the Clean Bill of Health live stream? You're welcome. I left both those live streams up for you guys. I was going off in those videos. I should have put them for members only, but I left them up for you boys. Your favorite NFL team? You'll have to see. They just make super long videos for the ad revenue. 41-minute vlog with 30 minutes of dad interview and now this. Basically, could be true. Did you see the Luke Thomas take? I have not. What is the Luke Thomas take? I've seen some tweets. I think basically he says Tom didn't quit. He said Cowboy Cerrone didn't quit as well. Kara made an entire video over the rant. I did see that. Sure, I'm not going to lie. I'm so disappointed with Ant-Man. Now I'm starting to doubt him and his skills. I hope he comes back and finish someone like he always does. To be honest, he was just injured, man. He packed it in. Luke's coping right now. I like the hypocrisy of people shilling for Tom when it's fun and games when a fighter they didn't care for. I know. It really is sad, man. Could you imagine if that was Hamzat? Wow, beard is looking long and luscious today. Thank you. Thank you. Remember when Rogan and others were crying when Stephen A. said Cowboy quit? Yeah, Luke was one of them. That actually really annoyed me. That stuck with me. That stuck with me. I should have asked him about that. At one point, I'm gonna have him back on, hopefully. If you made to sit back for a year plus, you might want to become an influencer and get a big boxing payday. No hate. What do you mean? A big box? I don't think I'm gonna get a boxing payday. Charitability towards Tom is not consistent with other UFC eye pokes historically. I know nobody's cared, but because it's Tom, man. I'm telling you, this all stems from the hate for Jon Jones, which I'm not even saying is unjustified. I'm telling you, the Tom Aspinall dick riding stems from the Jon Jones hate. That is a fact. That is an undeniable fact. That's not my opinion. It is technically, reality is, it is an opinion, but it's fact. It's fact, brother. It's the reality of the situation. Everyone should know it. It's clear as day. WD, thank you for the $4.99. Joey, who's more mentally challenged, Sean Strickland or King Green? I'll say Sean Strickland. Sean Strickland gives me like disability vibes. Bob Green gives me like poorly educated vibes. I don't know that he was or wasn't, but that's the vibes he gives me. Thank you for the $4.99. WD. WD with the $4.99. Dono. Appreciate you. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for supporting independent MMA media. Joey, are you more confident Gane 50-45 Tom in the rematch? I'm picking Gane via TKO in the rematch. That's what I'm picking. Gane would have won. He ruined a shot. And that's why I'm low-key happy I picked Tom. Because I knew Gane would find a way to fuck it up. It's not easy for these dudes idolizing MMA to accept their favorite fighters quit. They're human at the end of the day. You know what I find particularly funny, and I covered this in the video as well? Every time I give a take, right? People are like, you're not a fighter, man. Who are you, man? You don't step in the cage. And then almost, I would say 90% of the fighters, 80% of the fighters are calling Tom a quitter. But yet their opinions are not valid either, I guess. Right? Right? Am I right or wrong? Is that the case or not? It seems like the majority of MMA fighters are calling Tom a quitter in a roundabout way. Some outright, some in kind of a roundabout way, like, kind of playing coy a little bit. So what happened to, you're not a fighter, man. You're not allowed to speak on this. You're not a fighter, man. You're not allowed to speak on this, buddy. All the fighters are saying he quit. So, but yes, I am confident in Ciryl Gane. Watching people pretend like they genuinely love Tom and coincidentally hate Jones is a trip. Tom ain't going to be around for much longer. Mark my words. I said that a while ago, which kind of sounds funny because I said that a long time ago. But I meant he's not going to be around fighting. Even if you're not a fighter, your takes are still awesome. Thank you, the one who vapes. Shout out to the multi-time made man around here. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, brother. The all-time leader of a single donation, the single largest donation on the channel, goes from the one who vapes. Coming through at UFC 320. Insane. Thank you again, bro. I still can't thank you enough for that. I really can't. Jones, thank you for the $4.99. Jones video aged well. Predicted that Tom got quitter in him. He does, man. He does. Jones is smarter than people give him credit for. He really is. It really is. But I do think a lot of people elevate certain fighters and they can't come to terms that it just simply isn't true. Like if Gary got, like I always believed in Gary and I thought Gary was an elite level fighter. If he would have got exposed, I would have just said, look, I was dead wrong. Like I was wrong. I wasn't like dying on this hill, but I was a pretty big believer. I was a believer in Rafael Fiziev, and I still think he's high level. I was hyping him up when he was an unranked prospect, but I thought he was going to be a future title contender at the bare minimum, and it doesn't seem like he is. So I've been wrong before. It's not very often. It's not very often. Hold up. Wait a minute. But yeah, that video of Jones did age quite well. The one who vapes is a legend around here. You do keep it real. That's the thing is, and I've said this many a times. We've built up a community enough where I don't have to rely on dick riding popular opinions to keep my channel viable. I'm telling you, there are people out there seething when they see the support that I have. They're like, why does this guy have any following, man? Why does this guy have a community? I mean, what the hell, man? People are donating to these guys. They should be ashamed of themselves. They're donating to this guy. Every time I hear it, I just laugh, man. I just laugh. That they think they can run me off. They think they can bully me. They think they can do something that's going to negatively affect me. And it's just you guys continue to show support over and over and over again. You know, like the anonymous female donor, thanks again last night with the $400 PayPal bomb. So, and she might have made an appearance in the video that I'm about to drop. I decided. Maybe. Joe, you a fan of Taporia? Of course. That's why I love you. You speak your mind regardless of what anyone thinks. And I just stand on my opinion. It is what it is. You have a nice background and good camera mic quality. Yeah, I want to redo my background. Believe it or not, I've actually been working on a new design, simplistic design, getting rid of all this stuff over here, moving it to that wall over there. But yeah, that's why a lot of people love the channel. They think, you know, this guy really speaks his mind. He backs it up with logic and facts. Even if I disagree with him, I understand where he's coming from. Whenever you guys see someone trashing me, right? Whether it be in the chat, in the comments, most of the time it's ad hominem attacks. Most of the time it's ad hominem attacks. That's what it is. The latest medical report says Tom's cornea is fine, but his confidence is detached. Sounds about right. Don't let him bully you, son. Exactly, Joey. DJ came out and said Ciryl did with his hands a normal Muay Thai, and the Weasel said DJ was wrong. I mean, people parry all the time. It's a reality. I don't understand. Like, don't get me wrong. Eye pokes are annoying, but people are acting like fights are ending via eye poke every week. That's just simply not true. It's just a lie. We've had a couple fights in the last... I mean, we've had less than 10 fights since I've been watching the sport that have ended in eye poke, if I'm not mistaken. if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure it's like 5 or 6 fights. I am Ariel. I say I am neutral journalist, but I suck up my favorite fighters all the time. That's basically what Ariel does, man. If he has a relationship with them, he just gobbles them up, man. He just gobbles them up. Gobble, 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 gobble. It's pathetic. It's humiliating. It's just never ending, and it's so blatantly obvious. It's so blatantly obvious, and it's just, it really does drive me nuts. Weidman's double eye poke was horrible. I know, and Ariel defended it, and I got it on video. I got all the clips. And it's coming out. Coming out soon, boys. I needed to do this stream first. By the way, shout out to Andy. Andy made a major life decision today, so shout out to Andy. Congratulations, my friend. I think he was even defending Stipe's eye poke to Daniel. I didn't even look that one up. Joey, so much for Bo being a negative 1,000 favorite against Chimaev. He's currently a plus 120 underdog against Vieira. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. If Tom showed even 1% of the fight and continued fighting, he wouldn't have as much haters. The thing is, he didn't even try to wait the 5 minutes. I think he wanted the DQ. Did Ariel ask Weidman about the eye pokes today? No, I didn't watch that interview, but I guarantee he did. Apparently, Herzog would have taken a point if Aspinall was able to continue and didn't get to it because Tom quit. I don't know. Bro, the funny thing is, let's be honest, if he was winning, he would have never quit. That's a fact. You're one of the most neutral fans out there. It's crazy. Everyone is hating on you just because you don't think the same as them. It's that hive mentality, man. It's that hive mentality. It's that mob mentality. It's a bunch of hive minds, man. It's a bunch of NPCs, to be honest. It really is a bunch of NPCs. Huxley, thank you for the $6.99 Canadian. I really appreciate your support. Thank you. So much double standard in the industry, you would have think no one has ever been poked in the eye in previous fights. I know. But they don't cry about those eye pokes. They don't beg for DQs on those fights. That's the way it is, man. It's a massive double standard. Massive double standard. If you got an interview with McGregor and could ask one question, what would you ask him? Same with Habib. I would ask him, if you are innocent of all these blanks, how are you constantly ending up in situations where it's even a viable claim? Habib, I would ask, I don't know what I would ask Habib, to be honest. I would ask him, what the fuck happened to Eagle FC? If it happened to Shera, that would be downright illegal. That would be crazy. Bringing Ganu back, you think Tom can win if he changes his game plan? I think he's got a puncher's chance, man. Early KO. The more exposure MMA gets, the more elitism will come. Independent MMA, journalism, mainstream. Dude, the media has been garbage for years, and it's only gotten worse. Yo, Joe, you need to start a gaming channel. It'll be lit. I'm on it, man. I'm on it. I'm working on it. It's hard. There's not enough time in the fucking day, brother. If Tom and Gane had a rematch, would Tom have an advantage with the grappling at all, or does he suck at wrestling? I think he has a slight advantage with the actual wrestling itself, but his entries are terrible, man. His entries are actually terrible. And, I mean, look at Volkov's. Did you see Volkov's wrestling in the Almeida fight? Not that Almeida doesn't have good wrestling, but look how dog shit his takedown defense was. Aspinall shot through him, but historically we haven't seen Aspinall like ragdolling good opposition. So the answer is partially, but Gane's more athletic and lighter on his feet. You have to be in good positioning to get the takedown. Ariel right now is masturbating to his favorite Tom training videos, saying it should have been a DQ. That's a fact. Huxley, thank you for the 25 months of membership. 25 months of membership. Where is the time gone? Volkov stalled on the bottom so much. Almeida stalled on the top. They're both embarrassing. McGregor's cleanup his act. You seen the clips from whatever media day that was? Yeah, I'm the first one. I'm the one that broke that bitch open. Let's be honest. I legitimately didn't find anyone talking about it, and then I made a video, and all of a sudden everyone started talking about it. It's just insane. It really is. The entire card was, yeah. Drop the video so I can watch it. I'll drop it at the end of this stream. Joey about to cook some food. Okay. What do you think about McGregor's recent glow up? I think he's gotten off drugs for a little bit. Or the video you made showing how Tom was side-eyeing the camera to look was so funny. I know. How did they not edit that out? How did they not edit that out? Yeah, guys were hyping Tom's wrestling from the Volkov fight. Guy has no takedown defense. I would take down Volkov. Joey's the GOAT. F Tom's dad. All right, we don't need to say all that. That's a little bit extreme. We don't need to do all that. We don't need to do all that. Sometimes a war veteran needs to catch his receipts, war veteran or not. Ngannou is doing the community service in Africa for killing. Okay, come on, dude. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Like, I get it's a troll, but it's not funny. Someone lost their life. One guy said, ask the why he stays on the bus. Ha 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 ha. Even the doctor was laughing at him when they asked him about stopping the fight. Laughed in his face, bro. Literally laughed in Tom Aspinall's face. He said, the fight should have definitely been stopped, right? Should have definitely been stopped. He's like, look, I don't see any injuries. We've checked it out. We've dilated your pupil. We've checked everything out. I looked at it under the machinery. I cannot definitively give you a diagnosis. I do not see anything serious. I see no serious injuries. I mean, it was actually pathetic. I got to be honest. It was pathetic. Am I wrong? I think Aspinall's going to have a weird career after this. I'm calling it. I genuinely think Aspinall after this is all downhill. When I see stuff about Tom's dad making statements, it really looks like Tom's a daddy's boy. He's definitely a daddy's boy, which isn't a big issue, but it seems like his dad wants to be the main character, man. I didn't watch the video until today. It looks like Tom was acting. I know. I wasn't making this shit up. All the doctor was thinking was a clean bill of health. Clean bill of health. Clean bill of health. The baddest dude on the planet. Tom Aspinall supposed to be the baddest dude on the planet now? That's not what I saw. That's not what I saw. The baddest dude on the planet quitting from a fucking eye poke. Come on now. Huxley with another $6.99 Canadian. The haters are seething right now. Tom's still waiting for a second opinion like it's an STD test. I hope he's all right, man. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. At the end of the day, I want Tom to be healthy. But it just comes off as so scripted. And Ariel changed his take from Saturday night to align with Tommy and his daddy. It all looked natural. You're smoking crack then. Tom Aspinall's the only man who isn't happy with a clean bill of health. Apparently, allegedly, he still can't see, which is insane if that's true. Insane if true. Insane if true. You would quit walking upstairs. Good one. You got me. Then you'd call me Tom Aspinall. When's the Ariel video? I'm dropping it after the stream. I'm dropping it after the stream. That's the reality of the situation here. I'm dropping it after the stream, buddy boy. That's what's going on around here in this community. Just trying to fix something right now. Hold on. See if that works. Tom needs to man up. Stop letting Papa make excuses for him. Don't let another man speak for you, especially when it comes to fighting. Yeah, I mean, it comes off very, very strange. Like, if they're being real, I kind of get it. Like, Tom doesn't want to be on camera, I guess. But He has no problem hanging around backstage, chopping it up with DC. They said they rushed him to the hospital. He's backstage chopping it up with DC, which I also show in the video from today. That's going to be dropped today. You guys have to, I'm telling you, if you guys ever want to do me a favor, when I drop this video, I need you guys to watch it from beginning to end, like it and comment on it. It's going to be a hard click, man. People are going to see hour and 16 minutes, and they're going to, oh, fuck, I can't have time to watch that. So I need you guys to help boost it in the algorithm. My buddy's an eye doctor and says Tom isn't acting all natural. Yeah, it doesn't seem natural. I mean, I don't know if you just made that up, but it doesn't seem very natural. And the aerial running cover for him is so fucking obvious. It's so apparent, man. It's so fucking apparent. Of course, he can see he got a clean bill of health. I just don't understand how they haven't diagnosed him with anything. Corneal abrasion, detached retina. I will know it's going to be awesome. I usually do that. I'll try, but it's a long video. You have to. I have to listen to it and rewatch it later. Yeah, as long as you let it play all the way through, even if you're listening to it in the background. Was very fake acting. It came off that way. Like, I'm just being honest with you. It really did come off that way. That's the way it was. I think Tom's entire UFC career has been a fluke. That's just the nature of the heavyweight division. I wouldn't say that. Did you see the video of Tom scrolling through his phone at the hospital? Apologies. Yeah, I haven't really talked about that, but you're right. He was. I didn't even really think of that. But yeah, he was. Tom's I can't see has become the next meme 100% of the time. Eye doctor friend told me Tom's reaction was normal, but he isn't. But he wasn't malingering? What do you mean by that? Tom looks so average versus Gane because he is average. They elevated him because Jones didn't want to fight him. Jones would wreck him badly. Jones would wreck him badly. It's the truth. Tom has now been fingered by an MMA fighter. That's true. Jones would destroy Tom. Yes, that's what I've been said for a while. He's got knockout power and speed. He's got athleticism in a weight class that's dog shit. In any other lower weight class, he wouldn't even be top 15. I think he wouldn't even be top 10 at light heavyweight. I think Gane beats him in a rematch. Oh, I'm 100. I thought Gane would beat him in this fight, and I switched my pick because I thought Gane would find a way to fuck it up, not take it seriously. But I won't fall for that again, man. Jon has fought plenty of powerful strikers. Tom was never fought anyone like Bones, not even close. That's true. Jones must have been like, damn, I passed up on an easy 30 minutes. Money isn't everything, man. It wasn't worth it. Jones could have had an injury or something. You never know. So it wasn't worth it to him. Money isn't everything. He already has plenty of money. At what point does money become irrelevant? I know some people are crazy money hungry and want hundreds of millions of dollars. But, like, at the end of the day, he probably already has $100 million in the bank. At least invest it and stuff. It is what it is. By the way, guys, do me a favor and like the stream. And if you're watching and you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. If you're not a hater, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. I have an hour-long banger coming out after the stream. Hour, 15 minutes, and 37 seconds. It's going to be a heater, boys. It's going to be a fucking heater. Imagine what Dan Hooker would do in Tom's shoes. Exactly. The main reason Jon didn't fight Tom is probably because of lack of footage. Jon Jones studies his opponents thoroughly. That's why he's inconsistent. Insistent on fighting Stipe. Had he been studying Stipe since like 2020? Yeah, I mean, also Tom has a fake legacy, man. He doesn't have anything. He's basically a default contender because the division sucks. He got a title shot off beating Marcin Tybura, bro. Man, Joe, I've been mildly sick, but I'm coming close to a clean bill of health. That's good, bro. That's good. I'm happy for you, brother. Jones would start a fight with a double eye poke to mentally F up Aspinall. That's true. Imagine Khabib quitting like that in front of his fight. Oh, my God. I feel more for Gane than Tom because he really lost his element of surprise on Saturday. You could see Tom believe he was the way better fighter than Gane before. Now he knows he has a huge skill gap to close. That is true, man. He had the advantage. Like, Tom was buying into the hype that he was going to run through Gane. And Gane had the element of surprise. You're actually right. Aspinall's undefeated in hypothetical matchups. Yeah, Islam was the best champion we had for a while. I would agree with you on that. I just hope they get Hamzat back in there soon, man. Dude, you know what Hamzat would have done to RDR? It's disgusting how everyone now getting at Gane, but it was Tom who quit. Dude, if Gane was doing this, I would criticize him too, but he wasn't. He was not. He had his fingers straight up in the air. Dude, that spinning body kick was an embarrassment to Aspinall's entire legacy. Yeah, the weird ballerina spin. Effeminate, cucky vibes is what that spin gave me vibes of. That was some effeminate, cucky vibes. The funniest thing is now people say, man, Jones missed out on a $30 million payday. He missed out on dude, shut. You were saying Tom was going to beat him. Now you're saying, oh, Jon missed out. Jon made the smartest decision for himself. He had nothing to gain off beating Tom than money. That's it. I want to see the slow-mo replay of that kick. Me too, dude. Gane lost his element of surprise. He will never get that back now. Tom knows Gane is a much better fighter, and we will see much more cautious Aspinall. Gane was going to cook bro on Saturday. Live to fight another day. That's what Aspinall got. He got thrown a lifeline. Imagine he pulls off a KO in the rematch. I don't even think Tom was real skilled. Hot take. Panic spin. When he and Gary crawled like a baby as a fighting nerd was punching him, he missed most of them shots. Spinning body kick and smiles, high fives. Dude, yes. Tom was shook. I forgot about him high-fiving and smiling. He knew Gane was fucking him up. He knew it. He knew it, dude. He was shook mentally. Aspinall grinned at Gane when he got jabbed. Dude, Gane was snapping his head back with stiff jabs over and over. I really think Aspinall was headed down to get TKO'd. Heading towards getting TKO'd. Do you really think Tom and Gane are going to have a rematch? Would Dana actually be interested in making it happen? Dude, if Tom embellishes the eye injury too much, Dana may pull the old Yuri Jamal Hill card and say, oh, Tom's relinquishing for now. And we're going to do a vacant title between Gane and Volkov too. Or Gane and Delia. Gane and Delia. They'll make Tom vacate the title. I don't know why, man. It makes me dislike Tom's dad when he's going about it. He got kicked in the balls and got on about it like he got kicked in the balls and got testicular torsion or a torn retina or snapped his shin. Yeah. Tom's dad has really not come off great this week. I smell a vacated heavyweight title. Dude, they may do Pereira Jones for the vacant title. Can you imagine what a slap in the face to Aspinall that would be? I wouldn't even feel good about that. I wouldn't feel good about that. Aspinall pulling a Jose Medina mid-fight. Did Medina quit? I don't remember. Isn't it stupid of Tom to say he cannot see before he even had a chance to try to recover? Does Dana have any interest in Pereira Jones? He's saying he doesn't, but I believe he does. I can't believe no one asked him on Saturday. Do you have any interest in making Pereira Jones? There's no way Dana should trust Tom to headline another fight. Should be a rematch as a co-main. Agreed. I get why Tom's acting like that because it's his son. That's why you shouldn't have your dad in your corner. You need someone who's going to tell you how it is and be real with you. Jason Herzog ran away from him and saying, like, I don't want to talk to him right now because I don't want to lead him down a path that we can't find an exit ramp from. He's just screaming, I can't see. I can't see. I can't see. I hope he can see. Apparently he still can't see days later. That sounds like something serious is going on. It sounds like something fucking serious is going on. Tom didn't even try to open his eyes. Tom's dad and Tom are a bunch of poos. Well, I mean, we're going to find out, I guess. We'll find out Saturday night. You knew the camera was on. I know. What is Jon to gain beating 205er and Pereira outside of a boatload of money? Pereira actually has some legacy, even though it's kind of been gifted to him. Do you remember how people used to joke in chat that Michael Chandler could whoop Chandler if they were the same size? Chandler would get Tom's eyes and finish him. Yeah, Chandler and Tom Aspinall are comparable skills. That's the God honest truth. Tom Aspinall would be Michael Chandler if he was in a lower weight class. That's the God honest truth. I will feel bad if they get back the scans of the eyes and there's something wrong, but I don't know how that works, to be honest with you. I have a feeling they're just going to give some vague excuse and there'll never be any actual real evidence. Joey, this is my B-Day just hit midnight. Tom Aspinall coverage leading to the big 1 hour Helwani expose video is going to be a perfect birthday present. Clean bill of health. You're going to get a banger of a video. Happy birthday. You're going to get a hell of a video. A hell of a video. Like Macy Barber pullout. I forgot about that. I was on vacation. Remember, I decided to skip that card. There's a chance I skip this Saturday's card completely. I don't know if I'm going to do predictions now. It's too late. I might give you guys my predictions. But I might not do a video on it. It's such a bummy Apex card. Why should I even give it any attention? And I might just take the night off Saturday instead of streaming that shit card. A lot of people who watch my channel aren't into the shit cards anyway. Which I get it. Robin. Dude, Robin just continues with the 499s. I just wake up and pray every day that we get Ilya versus Islam instead of Mick Rapist versus Chandler. I'm going to make... If Islam... I got you, Robin. If Islam beats JDM... and Taporia has a fight booked, I will campaign. I will make a video. That is the fight to make. I'll make a video on it. Explaining why I desperately want to see that fight. Didn't the Barber card have Gilbert Burns? I don't know what that means. But thank you, Robin, for the $4.99. I appreciate you supporting independent MMA media. Yesterday, we started off a little rocky. And then we figured it out. I think the heavyweight division is entering a new era, though. I don't think it will be the same song and dance, one title fight a year. The heavyweight division's been like this for fucking 15 years, man. I've been watching the heavyweight division for 15 years, and it's felt like this for 15 fucking years. Cain Velasquez fought JDS on the opening Fox card. They didn't even show the prelims, and then the fight lasted like a minute. And then they fought again, and then they fought again. It's just been the heavyweight division's been dog shit for as long as I can remember. And there's always the next big thing. If you've been watching long enough, you know. How many times have I said this? There's always the next big thing in the heavyweight division. It's the God honest truth, man. There's always the next big thing. Whether it's Kane, whether it's Todd Duffy, whether it's Werdum, whether it's Stipe, whether it's Gane, whether it's Pavlovich, there's always the next big thing. It's always Francis Ngannou is the GOAT. I actually agree with you on that one. What he's done to the actual quality opponents is crazy. Watch Rebetsky versus Orelbai. Orelbai couldn't see, but never quit. I know. Dude, how crazy is it? Klein. How can I not remember his name? It's a weird name, but I cannot remember his first name. Don't tell me. Klein. It's a weird fucking name. Versus Mateusz Rebetsky. Ludovic. I remembered it. No one said it yet. Good. Ludovic Klein. I could not remember it for some reason. Who the hell started the propaganda? Tom beats every single man on earth. Tom is the most hittable heavyweight ever. That is, dude. Lewis would beat Tom. I think Lewis would beat Tom probably. The next Johnny come lately. Tom Aspinall was a Johnny come lately. Uh-oh. Here we go again. Robin with the $5 PayPal dono. The video would be a banger, bro. You have such a big platform to push for that fight and spark a big talk in the MMA community and put pressure on the UFC. You never know. You can break down the video on why the fight should happen, how and where, 10 out of 10. If Islam wins, depending on the circumstances of what's going on right then, I will make the video. Unless I have an insane amount of content to make at that time. That's a video I will make a concern. Because I want to see that fight too. I would love, my ideal scenario is Islam beats JDM, Topuria fights Arman, beats Arman, and then they meet at a catchweight at 165. I think that would be the ideal scenario for me. I know it sounds crazy. Oh, it has to be for a belt. Fuck that belt. That belt's bullshit. It's a fake-ass belt anyway. I'm not saying it's actual fake, but I'm just saying, in the grand scheme of things, does it really matter? Does either of those belts matter? We know it's two of the best in the world. When it comes to Islam versus Topuria, I don't give a fuck about a belt. I want to know who's better between those two. That's all I want to know. Doesn't matter if a belt's involved or not. That would be the ideal scenario for me. Thank you, Robin, for the $5 PayPal dono. What are the chances Francis gets signed back with the UFC? I don't know. I think unlikely. I think Dana's pissed with him. I think Dana's legitimately pissed with him. All in their prime, Stipe, Kane, Krokop, Uberim, and Ngannou, John, all beat Tom. I actually agree with you. Robin with the $5 super chat now. Switching back over to super chat. He's mixing it up. If Ilya and Islam gets booked, Dana would probably find a way to ruin that card, guarantee you. Dude, I promise you if it all lines up, somehow Dana will find a way. Because Topuria is smart too, man. And Islam is smart too. So he's going to have to break out the checkbook to make that fight happen. So I feel like I agree with you. Dana will find a way to fuck one of them over and the fight won't happen. And then everyone will say, Topuria docked or Islam docked. And really it's Daddy Dana. They're Daddy Dana not wanting to pay up. Joe, you're my guy and I'm not a Tom fan, but no way Lewis beats Aspinall. Then you're a fraud fan. I'm not guaranteeing Lewis would beat Aspinall, but Lewis can beat Aspinall very easily. So I don't think you're watching enough tape, man. What's Tom Aspinall's legit biggest weakness other than quitting when the going gets tough? Please chat, tell me. What's Tom Aspinall's biggest weakness? Anybody? I've said this for so long. What is Tom Aspinall's biggest weakness? Anybody? Before we get to Robin's super chat? No, it's not his wrestling. It's not even his cardio. His cardio is a weakness, I believe. Chin in the air. Ding, 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 ding. Shout out to Kara, made woman around here. The chin is consistently in the air when he throws. When he gets to exchanging, his chin's like this. They show that highlight of his head movement in the Sergey Pavlovich fight. That's the shittiest head movement I've ever seen in my life. And they act like he looks sweet in that fight. Lewis would crack him if he didn't get taken down. I really think Lewis would crack him and probably chin him. I would pick Derek Lewis over Tom Aspinall and potentially look like a fucking idiot. Chin in the air, throwing effeminate cucky vibes. Robin, thank you for the $4.99. Here's the type to put Connor Chandler as the main event and Ilya Islam as co-main. That would be an absolute pathetic, embarrassing bout order. Humiliation. Shout out to Robin with the multiple PayPals and the multiple super chats. Dude's mixing it up. Time to go back to the PayPal. Time to go back to the PayPal, brother. Chin up, defense, chin on a silver platter, ready to be had. I honestly think I would smoke Tom. With my power, my precision. So, watching JDM finish Gilbert was impressive. Not even Hamzat hit that hard at welterweight. It was a flying knee, though. What would be your best White House main and co-main event? Ilya Islam co-main event would be Hamzat Strickland. Undeserved title shot, Hamzat Strickland. Facts, Big Tony, chin in the air, throwing effeminate cucky shots. True. Aspinall's all hype, but he takes MMA way more serious than Lewis. Lewis has nuclear KO power. Like touch of death. Like brutally chin Tom Aspinall and change his entire career. I remember when you said Gane is a better striker than Tom and so many people lost their minds. I know. Look, I'm being dead serious, and I was dying on that hill. There's no doubt in my mind Gane is a better striker than Aspinall. Like, he's a far superior kickboxer to Tom Aspinall. Like, Tom's not even the greatest boxer by any means. Joey punched me one night in Baltimore for being in the wrong parts, went out cold, and he took off in his Lambo, apparently. Okay. Derek Lewis folds Tom in the first round like a launcher. Aspinall gets cracked in the first minute of every single fight, and it ain't hard to find that chin. Now imagine what Ngannou and Lewis would do. I literally think Ngannou versus Tom would look like Ngannou Rosenstruck, where Ngannou would just rush forward and chin him. Already read that. Tom is sloppy. Yeah, Tom is sloppy. Very, very sloppy. Dude, his entries are sloppy. I'm telling you, I don't know if anybody... Who hasn't seen the aerial cope, by the way? Who has not seen the aerial cope? Because I'm telling you, I could not even fathom how bad it was. It was the worst cope I have ever seen in my entire life. Like when I watched it, I could not believe it. Thoughts on Quinlan Salkeld? I think it was a nasty, filthy KO. I haven't seen the aerial cope. You were in for a treat. You were in for a treat. Yeah, don't watch it. I encourage you not to watch it. Watch my video instead. Dude, I would pay for a $500 pay-per-view to watch Jones and Gane. I'm with you. Rather see Tom versus Jon or Tom versus Ngannou? Tom versus Ngannou. I like that Jon never gave him the chance. I hate that they screwed him for 14 months, but I wish Jones would have just beat Stipe and said, look, I'm not fighting him. Tell him to go on a winning streak, get some legacy, and then I'll fight him. If I feel so inclined. Francis would put Aspinall to sleep. Aspinall way too sloppy defensively. That's the reality of it. Ariel threw Bon Galman under the bus. Good luck, Ariel, getting them on his show again. What a muppet. Dude, he was crying. Can you believe they cut Hamdi on a one-fight win streak? I know. He beat Chocolate Pepper the Pig, and he got cut. He might not even be cut. Maybe they're going to re-sign him. How the hell do you only have 42.8 followers? It's a crime to watch and may not subscribe to your channel. A lot of people are butthurt. They want to live in an echo chamber. Who wins? Alex Pereira or Tom Aspinall? Honestly, I'm leaning Alex now. To be fair, Jon has never said he was fighting after Stipe. He was signing Tom, stringing Tom along. The UFC knew Jon wasn't fighting. He told him. That's what it seems like, man. But it was still petty for UFC to aid and abet that. I'm so glad I didn't give him the chance, because if Jones had beat Tom, they would be saying he's just a random guy. I know. That's the reality of it. I said that a long time ago. But people don't want to hear it because their opinions only matter based on if they like the fighter or not. That's the reality of the situation. That really is the matter of the situation. It's quite sad. Ariel loves Tom more than he loves his wife. True. You shouldn't defend Jones, though, bro. He's a clown for what he did, and Dana slept him up. It's the UFC's fault at the end of the day. It's the UFC's fault. That doesn't change the fact that Tom is shit compared to Jones. Just look at Tom's resume right now. They'd be laughing at Jon saying the best guy he beat is Blades. I just know it. Oh, for sure. W channel, thank you. I mean, how many haters do we have in here tonight? We have 212 in here. We have 66 bummy likes. You guys can't click the thumbs up. But I mean, how pathetic is this? How pathetic is that? What is your typical prep time for a video? If a video is 30 minutes, how much put into research? I couldn't tell you typical. I would say at least an hour usually, depending on the video. If it's just a reaction, then almost nothing. But like today, I would say like 3 or 4 hours. I researched the video, left my house, had to run some errands, came back, showered, and recorded it. probably 4 hours, not even recording the video. And what's crazy is a lot of the research that I do, you don't even see on video, which kind of sucks. Like if I'm really diving deep into something, I might watch an hour of something and only get like a 30-second clip from it if I'm doing like a deep dive on something. Or like think about when I did the video on Mr. 60 Minutes, the new head of the UFC drug testing. There was a lot of research that I did that wasn't necessarily included, if that makes sense. There's a lot I looked through. I got you with a like. Guys, like sub. Okay. I guess you're subbing too. Appreciate you, my friend. Thank you very much. Is YouTube your day job or you have another job? I got another job. What about Nina Drama? Ariel would let. Okay. Ian ducked 5-rounder with Blow. I wish it would have been a 5-rounder. I don't know what happened. I just heavily dislike Jones, even though I have him as GOAT. I can't stand him outside the octagon. Piece of shit human, and I haven't been a fan of him since like 2020. John wants you to hate him. The honest reality is John wants you to hate him. And people buy into it, man. People buy into it. It's like hook, line, and sinker. It's hook, line, and sinker every single fucking time. Hook, line, and sinker, dude. Jones changes his duck to an eye patch, and everyone's like, oh, you ducked him for $30 million, bro. You're such a fucking idiot. You're such a fucking idiot, brother. You're such an idiot. If Ariel's favorite guest converted to Islam, do you think he cut off contact? Probably. Ariel hates Jones, for sure. Ariel hates people that won't come on a show. That's the reality of it. Waiting on Hasbullah video was strategic. I don't get it. You dropping a video today? Yes, I am. I'm dropping it at the end of this stream. Hard take. Tom gets KO'd in a rematch. Hoping it happens on December card. I agree. I think Gane will TKO him in a rematch. All Gane has to do is just survive the first 5 minutes. That's it. Now, Jones is def trying to act like a good dude. He's super cringe to listen to. He's a mess. He talks mad shit like GOAT. That's how he used to be, but that's not really how everything I hear from Jon is essentially trolling the MMA fan base, and they don't even get it, man. They don't get that he's trying to trigger them. This was the year Ariel got exposed for putting his emotion over honest reporting. I think it's because he thinks it sells more. Ariel's begging for Gane to be DQ'd, but he's okay with having a gray pistol on his airwaves. He's okay with having a gray pistol on his airwaves. Jon has 35 plus. Yeah, old men hating him is funny. They really hate that man. They do. I'm telling you, Jones is smart, man. It may not seem like it because of the dumb trouble he's gotten into, but Jones is very, very smart. Something more corny than being stuck in echo chambers to people who try to appease the masses in echo chambers, selling away their values just for clicks. How can they sleep with that? Dude, I don't know how they sleep at night. It's embarrassing. Like they're like, what is the popular opinion? Let me try to appeal to it. And they think, look, I'm popular, and they're like, damn. I forgot who was saying it recently, but it's so true. And I've said this for a while. Like, I could dick ride popular opinions. I would have 100K by now. That's not a cope. That's not this. That's not that. I'm sure there's people with far more subs than me who get less watch time than me, who make less money than me. But the reality is, if I dick rode popular opinion, I promise you I would have 100K already. But I'm building a strong audience that cares about independent MMA media and cares about actually using logic and critical thinking rather than just like exclusively bias. Jones' life force is sustained by the MMA fan base's anger. I know exactly what he's doing. You can smell it on Jones. Robin's falling for it a little bit, but I get it. I understand it. It can be annoying, especially when you dislike him. People think Marab is stupid, but he's got Dana to fall in love with him. I don't think Dana actually likes him. He's just saying he does. He's starting to grow on me. Like, how embarrassing was it? Ariel knew about Frankie Edgar shit but kept silent because he knows his supporters and Conor wouldn't like it if he asked Conor the actual questions we want. I know. It's true. Strong community equals strong donors. Yeah, I'm waiting for an $80 bomb from Camille tonight. I'm waiting for an $80 bomb from Camille. Do you think Tom's best plan that he will enact is to come out like a wild man and knock out Gane? I think that's his best bet, but he's going to gas still. Hey, pussy, you still there? I would literally kill you. If Dana doesn't love Merab, Dana is stupid. Dana's not. Dana's too emotional, man. He picks out these pet projects and he puts everything behind them. That's what he does. Puts everything behind him. Who do you got between Charles and Max? I'm taking Charles. I think Max is kind of overrated, to be honest. Damn. By the way, Dana said we're going to celebrate. We're going to celebrate Mackenzie Dern being champion. I didn't include that. This is why this community is one of the best. We have the haters here. We have made men and the bum of a thing all in unison asking questions. We don't skip over nothing around here. That's true. There's a lot of people who have been haters that I've converted into being a part of the community. I'm sure there's a couple in here right now. Let me know in chat if you used to hate the channel or think poorly of the channel and then you started watching more and more and you actually like the channel. Let me know in chat. Those are my favorite people to hear from. They're like, man, I used to hear people talk shit, other creators talk shit, man, but then I actually watched and I really like the channel. I really like the channel, brother. I have been re-abducted, okay? Stop milking us and drop the video. Damn, you've been re-educated. You're so fake, John. Dana still hates Merab. I don't care what he says. He does hate Merab. I just didn't appreciate Joey talking about my mother. Shut up, Jack. Shut your mouth, Jack. How good was Prime Robbie Lawler? Very, very good. I'll never forget those elbows he threw to Johnny Hendricks in the 5th round. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. I think it was in the rematch. It was filthy. Uh-oh. Robin with another $5 PayPal dono. Shout out to Robin. I'm not falling for it, bro. I just can't stand Jones. I think he's a piece of shit and an irresponsible douche. Him, Conor, Colby, Strickland will never get on my good side. I can't stand motherfuckers like them. Fair enough. Fair enough, brother. I get it, man. I get it. I don't know. I think for me, I don't hate Jones as much just because I like triggering the MMA community, so I like seeing them getting angry at John. So it's just kind of funny that they fall for him every time. He's been doing this since the beginning of time. Joey deprogrammed me from the hive mind. Dude, this is the first time I've seen you in chat. I'm assuming you're sarcastic. Joey's the one voice that cracks open the echo chamber. Anybody in here used to hate the channel that then like it, now likes it? Tom, your eyes look okay. Tom, I still can't see. Tom's got an eye patch on. Crazy to be paying to get your commentary read. Shut the fuck up, dude. Shut up, dude. Like, you're really crying that people like the channel enough to donate and support the channel. You're a fucking hater. You're an absolute hater. I mean, like, how pathetic can you be? Crazy, man, to be sending this dude a super chat. I mean, shut the fuck up. Robin clearly found another stash of those $5 Pizza Hut coupons. Congrats. I hated it before. Appreciate you, man. I'm glad you came aboard. I'm glad I could convert you. Pause. Let the new Ngannou Tom saga commence. Not true, Joey. Dana says he appreciates Rob's greatness early, but now he does. Are you talking about Rob? You said Rob's. Dana can say whatever he wants. I think he's like grinning, and he actually hates Merab for, in his mind, ruining Sean O'Malley's star power. He resents Merab for that. Between better to donate to Jay than multi-million Ariel Helwani. Okay. Bum of a thing. Pools are clearly a future made man. Camille knows all about that made man. UFC now has 2 Brazilian champions. What do you mean? France has a heavyweight champion, an uncrowned heavyweight champion. Dana cannot stand Merab. He hates Merab because Merab ruined Sean O'Malley in his eyes. Hold on, let me see what Jack was saying. Man, Joey, someone who I called a friend tried to say I snatched her phone and went through it. People was saying, what the F, Jack? I heard about this month after. This ain't the first time she threw me under the bus. That's crazy. I messaged her was like, man, why am I hearing you say this shit? And she was saying, what about it? I'm like, what the fuck you mean? What about it? I ain't do that shit. If you see in this one, Joey, you got to read the first one for context. Dude, that's bizarre as hell. Who the hell even said that? You took her phone and went through it. I'll tell you a funny story. Years ago, so we used to all hang out at my best friend's house. And I don't remember the exact situation, but he kind of had like a weird neighbor. I don't know how to describe it. A weird neighbor. He's about our age, maybe a little bit older. And from my understanding, basically, and I'm trying to remember this from years ago, basically, he had a kid early on. And so his dad, I guess, gave him a house or let him rent out his house. Anyway, he had the house to himself, basically. And had a girlfriend and a kid. But he would always have people over in his basement, right? So when we used to hang out at my best friend's house, we used to always be in the backyard. And sometimes there would be shit going on over there in that guy's basement, in the next door neighbor's house. And one day we were over there. We didn't go over there a lot, but one day we were over there and we were fucking around. I don't even remember what went on that night. But the dude's girlfriend handed me her phone and said, hey, can you pull up a number? I think she was a little bit drunk or whatever. She said, can you pull up a number for whatever? I don't know. She was calling something, ordering something. I don't know what it was. And so I pulled up the number and handed it back to her. Never even thought nothing of it. Like, completely erased from my memory. Also, we did not interact. Like, my friend did not interact with this dude enough. Like, they knew each other, but it was like more of like a casual neighbor thing. If that makes sense. I don't know how to describe it. But he didn't even know, like, me and this guy were best friends. Like, had been for years. And so anyway, I don't even remember what else happened that night. And like a week later, the dude who lived next door, my buddy was out back. And the dude popped his head. He used to pop his head over the fence, like, to talk to my buddy. And I don't even know how. Like, how does he not know we're friends? I guess he hadn't seen me. No, I don't know. But anyway, he has the audacity to tell my best friend, who knows me better than anyone, hey, man, and keep in mind, this dude was drunk that night, so I don't even know where the fuck he came up with this. He said, hey, man, you got to watch out for that dude, Joey. I wouldn't hang around with him. And my buddy was like, what do you mean? Why? He was like, he tried to steal my girlfriend's phone. And what's funny as hell is she had some old ass, like, off-brand touchscreen phone, I remember. This was probably 10 years ago, I would say, maybe even longer than that. And that shit was so fucking funny. He told me that shit. And my buddy isn't super confrontational, but he just kind of like laughed and scoffed at it. And then anyway, it's not like we saw this guy all the time, but then one day I was out there hanging out with my buddy and he popped his head over the fence like he did sometimes. And I called him out on it and he had nothing like, he could not say anything. Like, he kind of denied it. I was like, dude, what the fuck? What the fuck's wrong with you? You said I tried to steal your girlfriend's phone. What the fuck is that about? He's like, oh, I don't know, dude. I was fucked up. And then just kind of disappeared. It's fucking weird. It was fucking weird as hell. I know that's kind of a weird story, but I just randomly remembered it. And I wonder whatever happened to that dude. I don't know. I haven't seen that dude in probably 10 years. But dude was really going around saying I stole something. That's insane. That is insane. Yeah, we got a mod check. Blaze One Sports calling for the mod check. But yeah, I don't know if you guys found that story interesting at all, but you get the point. You get the point. It was similar to Jack's story. How pathetic is USA only having Kayla as UFC champion? It's very pathetic. Joe, you need to check out the comment of the MMA legend when Aspinall. He said he lost all respect for him because he was deceptive about the eye poke and clearly quit. Damn, did somebody else say that yesterday? I'll have to check that out. Joe was telling him to stay in his base and hop the fence so he could put him in a Boston Crab. I told a story one time about somebody had stole my buddy's bike and we found out. And I found him and I took the bike back and I put my arm around him and I made him apologize to my buddy. This is a true story. I was probably like 15 at the time. I made him apologize to my buddy. I took the bike back and I put my arm around him and I said, dude, you're going to apologize to him right now. And he apologized to him. And I was like, well, too bad. That apology's not accepted. And I just fucking cracked him in the stomach as hard as I could. And then I almost got stabbed afterwards. That's a true story too. Like it was right behind his house and his parents were like crackheads and dude came out with a knife. Some neighbors called the cops. It was insane. It's a crazy story. I barely even remember it though. Have you seen the video of Ariel and Roger? That vid is wild. YouTube recommended to me today. I don't even know what that is. What is that? What is that? I've never seen that. No. She's Joey acting like Tony Soprano around that bike thief. Dude, it was like, my buddy was really into like BMX and had like a nice, like decently expensive bike. And dude stole it out of my backyard. And what's funny is, we were only gone for maybe 20 minutes and the bike was gone. Like dude came up in my backyard and took it. And I knew right who was in the neighborhood. I knew who probably took that shit. And we immediately went over to his like side of the neighborhood and found him. It was crazy. Check it out. It's an old video when Ariana used to do interviews. I'll have to check that out. She's Joey acting like Tony Soprano. Yeah. Bruh. He's sleeping with the fishes now. Yeah, there's a lot of crazy stories that I feel like maybe I'll tell them on member streams, because then people will try to like chop them up and make me seem like a bad person or something. But I have so many crazy stories from back in the day. Insane stories. Insane. There's one story I have that I'm thinking of right now. I would love to tell you guys. There's only like a handful of people that even know about it. That was fucking insane, but I can't really say. I don't want to say it, really. Bike thieves used to piss me off so much when I was a little kid. Dude, I had my bike stolen so many times. It was annoying. I would always search and try to find those motherfuckers too. It's like annoying as hell. Motherfuckers would come up in your yard and take your shit and think there'd be no consequences for it. Real talk, I had my dyno bike stolen from my backyard too. Fucked up. Still pissed about it to this day. Yeah, that's really fucking annoying. That's really annoying. You're writing down notes for your MMA Joey expose video. Get on. Huzaifa. First off, Huzaifa, thank you for the 199, you bum. I sent you a message. You didn't respond. I see how it is. I have an hour and 16-minute video coming out on Ariel Helwani's coping over Gane outclassing Tom Aspinall. Hour and 16 minutes. Hour and 16 fucking minutes. I got my mongoose stolen back in the day. Dude, my buddy used to have a mongoose. It was me and two of my buddies used to ride around on bikes all the time. And we had the T-bone. Oh, I had the mongoose actually. Because we had the T-bone. I can't remember what the other one was. I want to say we called it the Bruiser, maybe. We had the T-bone, the Bruiser, and the Goose. We used to call it the Goose. And we used to just roll around the neighborhood in a pack. We used to just be riding around, dude. We'd be hitting sweet jumps. And I used to call my bike the Goose. I thought it was my buddy's, but then I realized, I'm like, wait a second. No, that was... Oh, now you want to respond, huh, you bum? Now you want to respond, huh, now? But yeah, I used to call it the Goose. The Goose, the Goose, the Goose. GT Performer stolen in 1998. That sucks. Listen to my morning run in Chile, Yorkshire. What's going on? Everybody like the stream. Everybody run up the likes on the stream. I'm looking forward to it. Thanks for putting in the work. Your MMA content is always detailed and informative. Thank you, Vapes. When does it come out, Huzaifa? It's coming out soon, man. How long have I been live? I've been out live for an hour and 20. I'm dropping it soon. It's getting late. I'm dropping it soon. We'll see. Maybe in the next 20 minutes, 10, 20 minutes. Joey taught me a lot of MMA things. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm waiting for someone to become a made man, and then I'm dropping it immediately right after that, man. Too much to ask for around here. Huzaifa is the only one to get his channel's content. Sad. When does the Ariel video come out? Can't wait. At the end of this stream. At the end of this stream or whenever you become a made man, one or the other. Dude, I love bikes. I have a collection of 70s BMX bikes, a couple Schwinn Stingrays, and also some 1950s Schwinn 26-inch tank bikes. I'd love to get... I have a decent mountain bike that I bought like maybe 10, 15 years ago. But it's a little bit... I think it's like what? I think it's a 27-inch bike, but really I need a 29-inch bike. I think is what it is. So it's a little bit annoying, but it's still pretty nice. I've rode it a bunch. I got my $1,500 BMX bike stolen at Cal State while in math class. Dude, I'd be pissed. I'd love to get an e-bike, man. E-bikes look fun as shit. I've flirted with the idea of getting an e-bike. I'd love to get an e-bike. Just cruise around. Like I would cruise around like crazy. I would go like 50 miles or whatever the maximum distance is on them bitches. Because you don't even... I mean, you put in some effort, but not that much. Insert fat joke. I know. I get it. Oh, he wants an e-bike. Of course he doesn't want... You know, that's not even how they work, to be honest. I wouldn't want one with really a throttle anyway. I agree with a lot of your Aspinall stuff, but he's definitely a great human being from what it looks... Dude, what it looks... What have you seen? A couple videos online? You think he's going to make himself look like a piece of shit? You know what I mean? What do you think? He's helping old ladies cross the street? You need a buggy? Does anyone in here have a e-bike? I'm a made man of the channel because I've been here from the beginning. Okay. Low-key fucking hate e-bike teenagers. The worst. Yeah, I can understand how that'd be annoying. E-bike looks so damn dope. If somebody stole that from me, I'd turn into vigilante patrolling the streets for $365 a year. First guy who's driving around with an e-bike. Imagine you just whoop some dude's ass when you get to the bike. You check the serial number and it's not yours. You just whoop him like so badly he wants to quit like Tom Aspinall. E-bikes are nice, but you got to get one from a reputable brand. I work at a bike shop, and it's crazy how shit a $1,500 Amazon e-bike is. So what's the good brand, brother? What's the good brand? I always get recommendations for Aventon because I've watched videos on e-bikes before. And I always get recommendations for Aventon on my Instagram feed. Huzaifa, thank you for the $9.99. 111 eye pokes over the last 3 years according to ChatGPT, and only 5 fights ended due to eye pokes. All those were only recorded eye pokes. Also, what Tom did to DC with the comment was dirty. I agree. I agree on all that. And what's crazy is I was talking about this earlier in stream. Don't get me wrong. The eye pokes are a problem, but people are acting like it's some egregious problem that ends fights every day. Who was here earlier when I was talking about that? I said people were acting like eye pokes is such a major problem, but there's only been a couple fights ever stopped from it. Aventon is pretty nice. Damn. Let's look it up. Aventon e-bike. I'm trying to remember the one I keep seeing that looks super fucking nice. Let me see. It's the mountain bike. I can't remember the name. I've seen it a million times. Oh, there it is. It looks fucking sweet. It's the Ramblas. It's $2,600. Damn, I would love to be cruising around on this bad boy. This bad boy looks pretty fucking slick. Up to 90 miles. Top speed 20 miles an hour. Adjustable to 28 miles per hour. Payload capacity 300 pounds. Let's go. Let's go. I only have to drop 150 pounds. As some would say, I only got to drop 150 pounds to be on there. Look up zoos. What's that? Who wants to donate $2,600 and take the all-time dono record? Let's see zoos bikes. These look kind of fucking weird. Yeah, I don't really like these. These look kind of ugly. I'm sure they're nice, probably. Joe, you can buy that. Turn e-bikes are also nice, but they're like $5K. That's crazy. I have an e-bike that is throttle only. You don't have to pedal. Mine was like 1K. It works great. I feel like I would want to pedal, like the pedal assist rather than the throttle. I feel like the throttle is like super lazy. Weight is just a concept. The bike ain't gonna quit. Like Tom, if someone over the weight limit, imagine you're like 301 pounds and you get on that bike, dude, and it just completely fucking disintegrates underneath you. But yeah, I'll check out these e-bikes too real quick. Damn, these look actually pretty slick. There's so many different bikes. I don't know. I would want to mix like a hybrid bike. Get a Ciryl. I don't like the ones that look like dirt bikes. Like I want it to look like a regular bicycle. I've seen the Ciryls though. I'll get one day. I don't have time to do what I'm doing now, let alone. That's why I hate Tom fans. They will rationalize and try to believe him accordingly and blame Jones for literally everything. Yes, Tom was aware the DC video was released. He's a bad person. Dude, I think Tom's trying to elevate his YouTube channel and get out of MMA. That's what it seems like to me. But thank you, Huzefa, for the $9.99. For the $9.99. I built my e-bike myself in a cave using... Okay. What's up with the Tom and DC thing? Basically, Tom released private conversation between him and DC and made DC look like an asshole. Kona has pedal assist bikes that are pretty dope. We have a couple in stock at the shop. Well, snatch me one up and send it to me. Check out the Shimmer e-bike sometimes. I'll check it out at some point. I completely forgot Colby Covington existed. Holy shit, it's almost been a year since he fingered his cut to stop the fight. He needs to go to PFL. And he wasn't even planning on fighting then. I think if Colby fights again, he's going to beg to fight at the White House. And if that doesn't happen, Colby's never fighting again. And he really ran from Ian Machado, Gary. That's the craziest part. He really ran from Ian Machado Getty. Ian Machado Gary. Let me see something real quick. I wonder how much watch time. I hope this video doesn't bomb because it's so damn long. Pause. I hope it doesn't bomb because it's so damn long. Massive pause. Colby would beat Gary, I think. Huzefa, shut the fuck up, man. Don't ever say some dumb shit ever like that again. That has to be a troll. I'm about to block Huzefa for just even saying some shit like that. Robin, thank you for the $4.99. I appreciate you very much. Joey, can you imagine how big Jones versus Ngannou would have been at their peaks? I know. Dude, it would have been huge, but Dana said, we took Francis to more dinners. We took Francis to more fucking dinners, brother. Colby can get a submission. One of the funniest comments I ever read, and someone was like, I wish Colby would take the Gary fight and 50-45 him just so I could see your reaction. I would actually be salty as hell. If Colby took the Gary fight and 50-45 him, I would be so salty. I would be unbelievably salty. I'd be inconsolable. I don't know if I've ever used that term on this channel ever. I'd be inconsolable. I'd be so annoyed. And so many people would be like, yeah, coat, buddy. Which I don't even care about those comments. I would just be more annoyed that Colby got a credible win. Because when's the last time Colby got a credible win? I mean, we're literally talking 9 years since Colby got a credible win. Huzefa thinks Gaethje Illy is a great fight too. Bro, I see where Tom got his bad character from. His father recently claimed Tom didn't know his nose was bloody and thought it was sweat. The more they talk and lie. Is that in the recent video that he dropped with his dad? By the way, I'm telling you right now, they're milking it off the views because they know the views post-fight are big and they're milking the revenue off of that. You'd find some reason it was a fluke. I'd say Colby was on PEDs. Colby already embarrassed the U.S. against Leon. And Leon wasn't even good, man. Leon was good, but he wasn't good, really. You know what I mean? Colby could have actually won that fight. Joe wouldn't be able to utter a word for a week if that happened, and he'd be devastated, I think is what you mean. And breakdown video would be completely silent, and Joe just sitting there tearing up. I just fucking scream into a pillow the entire breakdown. I'd be so pissed. And what's so funny is that'd be like one of the rare times. I don't know if I've ever been that mad or annoyed. Really annoyed, not actually mad. And like I know there's no hiding that. There's no way to hide the annoyance of that. And I know so many people would get physical enjoyment out of it. It's not even about the messages like trolling or anything. I don't really care about that. But it's just them physically getting enjoyment out of it would piss me off. They were like, yeah, Kobe whooped your boy. What do you guys say now? Kobe whooped up on the cuck. Joey, look up Vintage Electric when you get a chance. They have some pretty dope e-bikes as well. I will look that up. When are you dropping the video? I'm dropping it at 150 likes. 150 likes, $200 super chat, one or the other. And the video is dropped. 150 likes, $200 super chat. I'm auctioning it off. I'm auctioning it off. Huzaifa, thank you for the $9.99. The clip you found of Aspinall peeking at the camera was insane. I hope we're not misjudging Tom because I would feel bad about that. But when you consider everything, it's not looking good. Dude, it does not look good at all. Even Ariel said it doesn't look good. And Ariel defending him vehemently. Colby is scared to death of Gary. Yeah, all that star power. Thank you for the $9.99. Yeah, Tom's father said that recently in a video they posted. That's crazy. Yeah, they're lying. Stop begging for money. I knew someone would say that. Stop begging for money. I'm auctioning off. I'm just triggering someone. Thank you, Huzaifa, for the $9.99, man. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for supporting independent MMA media, even though I sent you a message and you didn't bother to respond until I call it out on stream. I mean, that's embarrassing, humiliating. What do you think, Huzaifa, of everyone else's response to Tom Aspinall seemingly faking an eye injury? I've lost all my respect for Huzaifa after Colby beating Gary comment. I lost all my respect for Huzaifa when he went to UFC 319 and showed up for the main card. That's when I lost respect. He showed up halfway through the main card. What's a fight right now that could be made that would make you the most salty if the fighter you picked lost? Hamzat Strickland. Gary Colby. I'm trying to think of another one, but I can't think of one. Islam Usman. Bilal Usman. It's past my bedtime. Dropped the video already. I only got 30 minutes watch time left in me before well, then I don't want you watching anyway. It's 76 minutes long. 199. And yes, that Colby video, the Colby comment was a troll. And Huzaifa, Joey said the only way you can earn his respect again is if you send 100,000. Oh, I thought I said 100,000. 1,000 via PayPal. Yeah, that's the only way I can. Innis, dude, there's been so many dono wars tonight, bro. Innis, there's been so many fucking dono wars tonight. The dono wars have been insane, man. There's been so many dono wars. It's been straight up insanity. Dillashaw called out Tom as well. I talked about this earlier in my stream. Everyone always tells me, you're not a fighter, man. You never stepped in the cage. Respect the fighters, blah, blah, but you don't know what you're talking about if you never stepped in there. Almost every single fighter is calling out Tom for being a little bitch. Thank you for the 199. Hamzat verbal tapping against Sean Strickland would end the channel for you. Dude, Hamzat verbally tapping to Strickland? Oh my fucking God. I would never make another video again. That would be devastating. I had to take a month off after that. I would legitimately have to take a month off at least of videos. Oh my God, that'd be the worst thing ever. That'd be the worst thing ever. Jack, I would bend you over like Hamza had DD. Okay. He said, I will force you against your... Dude, Jack's already had his way with you, Robin. Shut your mouth. I'm the king of poverty donos. That's you are, Huzaifa. That is true, Huzaifa. Nah, Pat Matthews is. You're the queen of dono wars. You're Pat Matthews' little bitch. Okay, brother, try this, Robin. Joe, I asked Robin for location. He don't send you location? Send me location. Send me location. Jack, you already had your way. You said, is there another hole? You said, is there another hole, brother? Uzaifa, king of MMA, YouTube sucks jobs. Notice how all the quitters like Anthony Smith and Chael are calling out Tom. The quitters know their own, and they know their tendencies. I think Anthony Smith takes matters more than anyone. I think Anthony Smith is a authority on the matter. All right. This time I'm going to put it in the hole. All right, we're getting a little crazy. Strickland can never, ever knock out Khamzat. Why do people automatically assume that people have weak chins? Strickland has no power and Khamzat has a strong chin for middleweight. We didn't say knock out. Strickland can't knock out anyone unless they gas out and then he TKOs them. I'm Joey's biggest fan. Thank you. Thank you. Jack, your sense of humor in the comments is exactly like Joey's. It's like you're an alter ego. Yeah, Jack's my alter ego. Dude, he always has the funniest comments on the videos, too. A fight. I think I've just worn off on Jack over the years. Like, my sense of humor, Jack has been hanging around. A fight, anything can happen. What would you do if Strickland fluke KO'd Chimaev? Oh, my God. Front kick to the face. Drops him like Vitor got dropped by Anderson. Oh, my God. Good Lord. I think it might be time to drop the video, boys. I think it might be time. What do you guys think? 1 hour and 16 minutes of unadulterated pleasure. Listen, boys. I'm going to drop this video. I'm going to drop the link in the chat. Click it once I end the stream. Because the way the analytics pop up, since this stream's going to stay up, I want the new video to have the public analytics, if this makes sense. So basically what I'm saying, I'm going to drop the link right before I end the stream. Give it like a second till I end the stream and then click on the link. It matters for the algorithm, if that makes sense. That's just what I'm trying to say, and the way the analytics present themselves in YouTube Studio. I'd rather watch 100 Apex events in a row than see Strickland verbally tapping Khamzat. That would make me verbally tap and renounce my... I'd move on to another sport, man. Thank you, Robin, for the $4.99. None of your puppets will step to me tonight. I'm calling out Vapes, Camille, Jack, Jacob. Step to these waters. Uh-oh, Ennis is about to be pissed. Robin is bucking up to the wrong crew. Robin is bucking up to the wrong crew. Hey, look, someone hit Robin with like a 150 and force him to match that, and then we'll drop the video. Because Robin's bucking up to the wrong crew. He really is. He really is. Thank you for the $4.99. But yeah, I'd rather watch 100 Apex events in a row than seeing Strickland verbally tap Khamzat. That would make me sick. Luckily, Huzaifa would probably miss it because he wouldn't show up for the full card. Yeah, I'd start watching golf. I just hear a whole bunch of jargon from Robin. Someone needs to embarrass Robin real quick before I go. It's getting late. I got to go soon and drop this banger. Michael Chandler tapping out Armin. Oh, my God. That would make me sick, too. That would really make me sick. That would genuinely make me sick. Could you imagine Chandler taps Armin and claims he's the number... Oh, my God. I'm the number one contender. I am the number one contender. We'd catch Joey with a new... Yeah, cricket or golf. Thumbs up, verbally tap. That's true. I say things like beta male, soul boy, effeminate, cocky vibes, homosexual rigmarole in real life. I've worn off on you, Jack, huh? You've been watching too much of the streams. How sick would you be if Gaethje fluked Ilya and retired? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Here, I got a better one. Imagine Tom Aspinall brutally eye-poked Gane in the rematch, and Gane couldn't see, but he continued anyway. And Tom won by slight robbery decision. And then everyone like said, Cope gone. Cope gone. These puppets are hiding. They don't got you like that, Joey. Someone quickly embarrass Robin. I'll make one last plea. Robin, we know you back down anyway, bro. We know you back down anyway. You don't got it like that either. Taps arm and then calls out Conor McGregor in the post fight. That would actually be crazy. If he called out Conor still. Does anyone honestly still think that Conor's going to fight Chandler? I don't think they do. I don't think anyone does. That would break me because you know those UK fanboys would get behind that Tom is actually so smart. Whoever gets fouled first in the rematch can't quit this time. Dude, it really would be. It really would be. In my Ariel video, I did not include the Ariel video interview with the doctor. I did not. I didn't have enough room for that, man. I didn't have enough room for that. But thank you for the $1.99. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. That would break me. Yeah, the UK fanboys would love that shit. But I said I want Tom to brutally eye poke Gane in the rematch and Gane quit and get a DQ win. Like almost same exact situation as this one, but this time they give Gane the DQ win and take the belt off Tom. And then the UFC decides to move on from Tom. That would be ideal. Thank you for the $1.99, Huzefa. I win the dono war against your puppets. I guess you do, my friend. I guess you do. I guess you do. No rematch either. No trilogy. No trilogy. Whoever believes in Tom cannot see yet. Will in a couple days are the kind of people who buy a waterproof towel. I'm not buying it. What's up, Joey? Good seeing the channel doing well, even though I think Tom quit. I hope he gets better. I hope Tom gets better too, but he did quit. I mean, that's irrefutable, undeniable, indisputable. I heard Hill vs. Hill 2 got rebooked for Christmas Day. Apparently, Hill is out for a year or something. I know you like to do your own thing, but what's your thoughts on collaborating with other MMA content creators? What other MMA content creators do you want me to collaborate with? How could Tom get better from something that was faked? I don't know. I guess if they're saying he has something still lingering. During his 5-minute recovery, he walked over to his corner, man. Yeah, the ideal thing is Tom to lose the belt in a rematch, then some light heavyweight move up and make the division great again. Kenny, he sat on the chair and gave the side eyes. I know when the camera focused, he acted more. It just felt all so forced, man. It really did feel forced. Glad about Kenny. Well, it'll probably happen at some point. I don't know when it's going to happen. I've talked to him here and there over the last week or so because I've seen a lot of people lumping me and him together, like hating on both of us. I've seen a lot of people doing that lately. So I've talked to him in a couple miscellaneous messages, a little back and forth over the last few days, really, since Saturday, basically. So last week, really. If Tom wasn't saying immediately that he couldn't see, it'd be a different thing. You could tell he wanted out right away. You could tell he wanted out right away. That's a fact. But it is what it is. Now we have all this content. When the going got tough, Tom Aspinall diddy-bopped right out. He left. He ran off. Clean bill of health. That's one of the funniest things I've started up in the community. Did Kenny have any influence when you get in the blue checkmark? No. I'm actually embarrassed. Hold up. Hold up, Robin. Shout out to Camille for the $30 PayPal dono. Do us a favor and time out Robin next stream. I will do that. I will get you. I got you on that one, Camille. Yeah, now Robin's dipping out, man. Robin didn't want to smoke. But no, he did not have any influence on the blue check mark. I'm actually embarrassed of the blue check mark. I just figured if it gets boosted, if it boosts stuff, it might be worth it. And I'm going to try it. I might cancel it. Who's Afa? Thank you for the 199. Can we all pause to celebrate Gane? What a legend. Agreed. Clean bill of health is too funny. I wish any of my friends were in MMA just to get the joke. We'll be saying that in years from now. Clean bill of health. Remember clean bill of health? I can't wait to apply that to something else. I wonder when's the last time I've ever said that term. I've ever said that term before Tom Aspinall's clean bill of health. Clean bill of health. Clean, but the streams I left up last night for the thank you to PayPal person, just in case they're not a member. And then I left the Sunday one up because I just knew it was too damn good. And damn, those streams actually did very well for 2 to 3 hour streams afterwards, getting thousands of views. Robin ran off, bro. Robin really ran off. I was really waiting for Robin to match it, man. He's been calling all night. I was waiting for him to match it, and then I'm dropping the video because I can't. It's getting too late. I got to drop it like basically in the next 5 minutes, no matter what. I struggled to not pick Gane in the first fight, so I'm definitely picking Gane in the rematch. Tom had the most bewildered look on his face when he saw Gane stuffing those takedowns and cracking him on the feet. It looked like he saw a ghost and tried to hide it with a smile and a fist bump. Dude, it's true. I really think Gane was mentally... I think Gane mentally broke Tom Aspinall. Clean bill of health revoked by Daddy Aspinall. If Tom never fights again, instead of admitting I was wrong and apologizing, I'll just say that... I'm going to say Tom tasted that power and didn't want the rematch because he knew he would get smoked. He ducked Gane. Tom already quit before the eye poke. Dude, when I seen him looking up at the clock at the 2 minutes and 42 seconds left on the clock, he was looking up at the clock. End the stream reacting to the last move. I don't know what that... I know what that... That's like a YouTuber video. The cartoon guy. Is that what it is? I've never really watched them. I want to hear them tease Tom going to boxing now. Yeah, Gane shut that down, huh? Tom shut that down. If Tom was from Dagestan, you'd have a completely different take. Tell me I'm wrong. You are wrong. That's not true at all. That's not true at all. But guess what? You know why that would never happen? Because almost all those fighters would never quit over an eye poke. You think Khabib would quit the fight over an eye poke? You think like someone from the Caucasus region, Hamzat Chimaev, would quit over an eye poke? So we don't have to worry about that. It's those soft-ass UK guys like Leon Edwards and Tom Aspinall who were shit fighters who get elevated off. Well, Leon wasn't that shit, but they get elevated off being from the UK. That's the God honest truth. Will we see a rematch before January? Yes or no? No. I think you have a chance of seeing Tom get stripped. Dustin clearly got that membership gifted. Oh, definitely. Who would have ever thought Gane would look way better fighter in the opening round right away when both guys have full stamina? I knew Gane was way better on the feet. Why would you name yourself Aspinall? No clue. No idea. It will be vacated. His daddy said twice in the video, what if he couldn't see out of the eye anymore? I mean, he still can't see out of it. Sugar Man, he needs to keep his daddy out of it because it's called, dude. It looks all forced. Damn, Robin really backed down right when the going got tough too. Robin quit like Tom Aspinall. I thought for sure that's how we were ending the stream. Real bummy around here lately. It's definitely be longer than anyone would ever wish it to be before they go it again. Yeah, it's not happening this year, it would be my guess. And it wouldn't shock me if they strip him. But anyway, now that Robin bitched out, thank you, Camille, for bitching Robin. We'll treat him accordingly next stream. I have a hour and 16-minute banger. An hour and 16-minute banger. I'm about to drop. I need you guys to watch every last second of this video because I'm worried about how it might do in the algorithm because it's such a long video, but it needed to be this long. Pause. It needed to be this lengthy. It needed to be this girthy. It needed to be this full of substance. Huzaifa, thank you for the 199. If they did lie, they have to continue. I know. I think they're doubling and tripling down the lie, and it looks really bad. Robin accidentally poked himself in the eye, and he couldn't see how much the donation was. That's wild. Robin really backed down, man. Huzaifa with another 199. Joey's Ariel vids are always A+. I better see you commenting on that bitch. I better see you commenting on that bitch. Robin backed down. Look, we knew it. We knew it. He ain't entertaining it. He only does 5s. But Camille, thank you for the $30 dono. I appreciate you, brother. My eyes look worse after Tom staring at a screen for 2+ hours. You ain't wrong, dude. I feel like my eyes are getting worse from staring at a screen. All right, listen, boys. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop the link, and I'm ending the stream. I'm going to drop the link, and I'm going to end the stream. I'm getting out of here. Thank you so much for what. Look at Robin trying to drum up more shit. Nope. You lost your opportunity, Robin. You lost your opportunity, buddy. I don't usually comment, but okay, I'll comment. Damn. All right, Huzaifa. You comment in live chats. You can't comment on the video once in a blue moon. Thank you for the 199. Tom Aspinall's dad looks guilty since the fight. Seems he's aware Tom's faking it. I'll tell you, it all seems fake to me. That's the God honest truth. That's the God honest truth. It really seems forced. Robin has been forced to vacate. Yeah, who thought Camille would win this easily? Anyway, I'm done entertaining Robin right now. He's due to get a slap on the wrist next stream. But listen, guys, go check out this video. It's getting posted in the chat right now. Thank you, for real, all jokes aside, all dono war jokes aside, thank you all for your support, continued support. Clean bill of health. Clean bill of health. Here is the link to the video. Enjoy, boys. This is a straight up masterpiece. This is unreleased. This is unlisted right now. And wait till I end the stream to click on it if you can. It'll help me in the analytics. If you can, because I'm going to drop it and then I'm basically going to end the stream. So it'll work out where it'll show up better on the analytics page. Anyway, just wait a second and then click on it. Here's the link, boys. Here's the link, boys. Goodbye. Good night. Adios. Thank you guys for watching. Good night. Thank you. Like the stream. Subscribe to the channel.